been paid for, but
the ENN podcast.
He has a good energy, you guys.
Yeah. Can you believe it? Can
Sports.
you feel it? Can you feel that excitement?
The merchandise, wearing the hats.
Chris Wild here live from Lincoln Financial.
And I'm telling you, if you let Eli Manning walk into that stadium and make you look stupid and get a Giants W.
Music.
Wow.
Whoa! Shit.
And more.
What's his next book going to be called? Spineless?
like
We are back, baby. Yes, we are back. It is finally time for some Eagles football after a year that didn't even matter, I think, in the sports world with COVID-19 and no fans. Finally, I mean, I can't tell you like the goosebumps I've had just watching some of the things from the Eagles website on Twitter. Guys back in uniform, guys hitting, getting into their workouts, fans in the stands. It's just been so long, and I decided to do this live stream literally a half an hour ago. I said, why not go live for at least the first couple quarters, maybe the first quarter. We'll see how it goes. I would love to be sitting here drinking my favorite alcoholic beverage, but I have a couple kids that need food in their mouths, and I will be working my regular job tonight, so I can't have a whole bunch of fun with you guys, but we're going to go through it. And right now, we're looking at Nick Sirianni coming out of the tunnel. How about Nick Sirianni, guys? I mean, what a complete 360 that this guy has had on this fan base. When he was first announced as the head coach, a lot of negativity followed him. Not for nothing that he did, but because guys wanted people like Deuce Staley to be coach. There was some Robert Salah that signed with the Jets. There was a lot of different guys that were wanted as head coach here from the fan base. After, you just get rid of your head coach that is the only head coach to win a Super Bowl, and then Nick Sirianni has to get in front of a Zoom conference for his first ever press conference and was absolutely horrible in it. But now just showing who he is, absolutely mastering the press conference now that he's around actual live people. There's a lot of excitement surrounding Nick Sirianni, and kind of like what I said when he was hired, it's kind of the way, the direction that the NFL is going with these young guys. Frank Reich said Nick Sirianni was his Sean McVay. Now, I'm not putting those shoes in front of him to fill. But again, a guy with a young mind, a guy that has been successful pretty much everywhere he's went, in every position he's went. There's no reason to think that he can't be successful here. We will see. Now, tonight is going to be very vanilla, guys. Let's remember that. Not to really put anything. Preseason's funny because, of course, tomorrow, if they look absolutely horrible, the sky's going to fall down, right, for us tomorrow. However, if they look great, fans are going to be talking about, they can win the East or they can, playoffs. I don't put that much into it either way. I mean, we all remember 2015, that last playoff game, the dress rehearsal game for Sam Bradford, DeMarco Murray, and Chip Kelly's Philadelphia Eagles going to Lambeau Field. They're up 27-0, I think, at halftime, end up blowing them out. Bradford was 10 for 10. He had 3 touchdowns. I mean, the team looked awesome. And then that was ended up being one of the worst seasons I can remember as an Eagles fan. So what I want to see tonight, and what do you guys want to see tonight? You can leave your comments. Also, super chats, guys. Get me to some games. Get me to some games this year. Like I said, I got a couple kids, so I can't really go to every game, but it would be great to get a little bit of super chat and, put it back into the channel. So with that being said, we're just a couple minutes away from kickoff. I'm seeing Jalen Hurts on the screen. That's what I want to see tonight. I want to see a good couple of series from Jalen Hurts. Again, I don't expect to see a lot from this Sirianni offense. What he said in yesterday's press conference was one of the advantages that they have is that nobody knows what they're going to do. Nobody has any tape on this team, so they're not really going to want to throw a whole bunch out there. I want to see Jalen complete some passes, obviously stay away from injury, knock on wood. And this offensive line, Jordan Mailata, who looks like an absolute monster, I want to see what he does. There's a big myth that there was a battle between him and Andre Dillard. There was never a battle between them. So I think my Lotta had it from the beginning, and he's 100% held on to that job. So I would like to see that. Also, the defense. This defense has gotten rave reviews during training camp. Are they legit, or are they just playing a bad offense? Again, something I would love to see. And hopefully in these first couple quarters we can see it again. Honestly, one of my favorite parts of these preseason games is actually the third and fourth quarters, because you get to see guys that might not make the team, or you might get to see guys that might surprise and make the team. So, obviously, I don't think I'm going to be here with you guys for quarters 3 and 4. But it will be interesting to see, nonetheless. So it looks like you're about to kick off here. And King Chris says he's keeping his expectations low, but he wants to see some good things. Yeah, and this is one of the good things about this year. There's no expectations for this team. I mean, this team is, I've seen a couple guys starting to come around on this team saying they could win the East, but expectations are this team's going to be last place team in the East. Man, I get chills just I'm watching that Rocky opening at the stadium. The stadium, it looks obviously it's not going to be jam packed, but it's pretty full from what I can see. But yeah, there's no expectations for this team. Man, Brandon Brooks looks like he's going to play. Got the helmet on next to Lane Johnson as we're looking at right now. Some of these guys on this offensive line, we talked about Jordan Mailata. They're showing him. Jack Driscoll, what is he going to do this year? Nate Herbig, what is he going to do? Some guys from last year that got some starting time. I really do like the depth on this offensive line. Andre Dillard, more and more every day, is looking like a bust. But and I can't wait. And there's Quez Watkins. Looks like he is going to receive this kickoff. Quez has been the star of camp so far with Devontae Smith. They're being very cautious with him. Devontae Smith, by the way, was running around at the last practice. I think he's going to be fine. But Quez is, and I've been a big Quez guy this entire offseason. Guys, if you're watching, please help out. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up as well. Definitely helps the channel. And we are about to kick off here in South Philly. Here we go. The start of the 2021 season as the Pittsburgh Steelers get ready to kick off. I'm probably a little behind you guys. No spoilers in the chats, please. Kickoff goes and looks like this is going to be returned by Quez Watkins at the 10-yard line. Misses the tackle up to 20 and almost to the 30-yard line, and he does not get tackled, just runs out of bounds. Good start for the Philadelphia Eagles offense and special teams. Obviously, you don't want to see sloppy play, which this is preseason, so you might get that, but I don't want to see a bunch of false starts. I want to see a bunch of sloppiness out of the starters. Keep that for the third and fourth quarter for the third and fourth stringers. Jalen Hurts comes in, takes a charge of this offense, and they are up at the line. And he is in the shotgun. Looks like he's got a running back to his side. Looks like he's changing the play at the line. Ball's hiked. He goes back to pass. Oh, he's in trouble. He's got to use his legs. Throws to an open receiver, and that's none other than Zach Ertz. Will Zach Ertz be a Philadelphia Eagle for the start of the season? Zach Ertz catches that ball. Again, a lot of this stuff that Jalen Hurts does is he's going to make plays. Now, Sua Opeta is starting on the line with Jason Kelsey, Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, and then Jordan Mailata at left tackle. I'm not a big Sua Opeta fan. Isaac Seumalo still out with an injury. He should be back by week 1. Jalen Hurts, again, in the shotgun, running back to his left. Can't tell which one that is. Looks like it's Jordan Howard, who now goes to his right. Ball is hiked. This is another pass play. Jalen back to pass. And what a pass! Well, this is Dallas Goedert for a huge gain for the Eagles. Jalen Hurts stays in the pocket, throws an absolute dime into a tight window for Dallas Goedert. Again, very, very good to see. Dallas Goedert, a guy that, again, needs to stay healthy. And look at they're showing him now. Look, not much space there. He gets a little bit on the linebacker, and he's just gone. Great play for the Eagles and Jalen Hurts, who is 2 for 2 right now if you're just joining. Again, in the shotgun, we've got a running back to his left, 3 wide receivers. Jalen in the pocket, throws, not his best pass there to Jalen Reagor. Threw a little bit behind Reagor. And again, this is Jalen Hurts. You're going to get some passes like that. I hate to tell you guys, he's not going to complete every pass. Not every pass is going to be pretty. A little bit of miscommunication and just a bad throw by Jalen Hurts on that play. It is now 2nd and 10 Eagles. They're showing Nick Sirianni on the sideline. Running back to your right in the shotgun again. 4 wide receivers. Jalen Hurts looks like he might be changing something at the line. 5 seconds on the play clock. The ball is hiked. This is a run play, and I believe this is Jordan Howard. That's Jordan Howard. Looks like he gets maybe 4 yards. No Miles Sanders yet. Jordan Howard, who I've heard some good things about so far, saying that he might be the second running back. It is now 3rd and 7 for the Eagles. Big third down here if you're Jalen Hurts and this team. Your first third down of the season. You definitely want to try to put some points on the board here in preseason. A first down would be absolutely vital if you're wanting to score a touchdown, obviously. And they're at the 30-yard line. Hurts is going to snap the ball. 3 wide receivers, 1 running back in the shotgun again. He's back to pass. He throws, and it's dropped. Beautiful pass by Jalen Hurts, dropped by Zach Ertz. Oh, my goodness. He was open, and it just bounced off his chest. Man, you can't have that. It's Jordan Howard. And if that's going to keep Jordan Howard's job, he threw a hell of a block there, and this ball just bounces off Ertz's chest. Goodness gracious. Jake Elliott for his first field goal try of the season. Man, I wish they could have completed that one. Here we go. Let's see what Jake can do. And the ball is kicked, and it's good. It is good. 3-0 Eagles. Jake Elliott has a new holder. The punter, Spiros. And with 12:31 the first quarter, they take an on-the-field break, and that is 3-0 Eagles. So, yeah, what did we see there on that first drive? 1 run play, which is surprising since, well, again, you're not going to see exactly what Sirianni is going to do, but there's been a lot of talk about how Sirianni is going to like to run the football. 1 run play there. I saw a lot of poise from Hurts. Again, 1 bad pass, and it wasn't exactly a bad throw. And that last pass just bounced off Ertz's chest. The offensive line that was a good little first series for the offensive line, as the Steelers had a couple blitz looks, and you saw Jordan Howard pick that up there. Really weird to me that Miles Sanders wasn't in there, but we'll see. Again, I'm not discouraged by that first series. Again, it's preseason, it's the first series, but there's nothing. They moved the football. And I should still be calling plays if the ball doesn't bounce off Hurts' chest. I'm looking right now to see if there's anything on Miles Sanders. Nothing, but the field goal by Jake Elliott, 47 yards, as the Eagles take a 3-0 lead, and Hurts looked okay there. Looked absolutely okay. So, what do you guys think? If you're watching, please leave a comment. What do you want to see from this Eagles team in this first preseason? We're about to see Jonathan Gannon's defense. And I told you guys, Jonathan Gannon's one of the – I was very happy that they got him here at defensive coordinator. He was a sought-out coach. A lot of teams were looking into him. And he came here, obviously, with the familiarity because he's familiar with Nick Sirianni. And I wish I could be there today at that stadium. Again, it's surprisingly full for a preseason game. And we'll get a chance to see this Pittsburgh Steelers offense, but more importantly, this Philadelphia Eagles defense. And now we see Sirianni and Hurts on the sideline talking. That's something, as much as I love Doug Peterson, and he's always going to be my favorite coach because he brought a Super Bowl here. You just never saw him and Carson on the sideline talking. You just never saw that. And it's probably Carson. So for the defense, you're going to have Brandon Graham and Derek Barnett start at defensive end. One of the big names, and what a short kick. I don't know if that's done purposely, and he is tackled before the 30. But one of the big things for the Eagles, or the big names, has been Josh Sweat. He has been a superstar in camp. I've raved about him since he got drafted here. Said if he could stay healthy. I mean, this is a guy that's nickname in high school was Clowney Jr. for Jadeveon Clowney. So let's see what this Eagles defense does. I think they are improved when you got Eric Wilson as middle linebacker. Jannard Avery starting with Alex Singleton as well. And then a much improved secondary, Nelson Slay, Harris, and Marcus Epps in that secondary. Of course, you have Fletcher Cox and Javon Hargrave on that line. And let's see what we do here as the Steelers start with a run play, and they get a good 5 yards. He is absolutely smacked by Alex Singleton, who just came back this week off of the COVID list. Good play by the Alex Singleton and this defense. And excuse me if I'm not giving you the Steelers players' names. I'm honestly not that familiar. But yeah, Alex Singleton blows up that play. A fellow long hair. Good stuff there. Superhero 325. How do you watch it? Stream East Live. Google that. That's what I'm using to watch the game right now. Stream East Live. And a completed pass by the Steelers for a first down. Obviously, you're not going to see Ben Roethlisberger in this game. I believe that's Mason Rudolph. And just a good throw by him. Eventually, you got a tackle by Anthony Harris. And Rudolph, who saw a lot of action last year with Roethlisberger being hurt, and the year before that, I believe, knows what he's doing back there. And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Steelers at their 40. And this is a run play that he should have been tackled for a loss. Gets a couple there. Fletcher Cox on the tackle. And yeah, they had that play blown up, and it was just a couple missed tackles, and that's what you're going to see in preseason. You definitely don't want to see it out of your starters. But it's now 2nd and 4 for the Steelers. They should have had a 4-yard loss at least on that. And here we go. Steelers, at the line quick, working in rhythm. They don't look sloppy. Mason Rudolph has a running back. He goes back to pass. Wide open for a first down. You don't want to see that. And tackled at the 40-yard line. This is, again, it's Joe Osman with the tackle, who is Joe Osman, a guy on that defensive line who's been talked about for a couple seasons about being really good. They move him to linebacker. And because they're pretty much stacked on that defensive line, but not so far not a good look for this Eagles defense, to be honest with you, as the Steelers are moving the football now at the Eagles 40, a run play, and look, 10, 12, 13-yard gain, and there is a flag. Will that be holding? And that is Harris, number 22, the running back for the Steelers. And it is a hold on the offense. Yeah, he had a big hole there. Again, this is not something that I want to see from this defense. You figured that the offense was going to be a little bit more shaky than the defense. It's not how it's looking so far. And again, I talk about expectations when you got guys like Slay and Nelson back there in your secondary, and then Hargrave and Cox on your defensive line with Graham and Barnett. You don't expect the defense to look like they are right now. They look gassed. I'm going to be honest with you. I see a lot of heavy breathing from these guys as they look gassed. And, that could be because there's not a lot of tackling. I don't think the Eagles did any tackling so far in camp. And this is their first experience this year with it. Adrenaline might have something to do with it as well. I mean, you're playing in front of fans for the first time in a year. I mean, real fans, not, 15%. Mason Rudolph in the shotgun, running back to his left, trips right, and he is almost sacked. What a good catch by number 18 of the Steelers. That gets it. It was 1st and 20. That gets them about 5 yards. Stopped by Marcus Epps. Let's see who almost gets this sack here. Mason Rudolph gets absolutely crushed during this play. Wow. I believe that's Hargrave. I could be wrong. But best play for the Eagles defense so far. That is Hargrave, yes. All right, here we go. Steelers 2nd and 15. Again in the shotgun. Mason Rudolph with a handoff to Harris, who gets 3, maybe 4. He's still going. Eagles defense suffocates him there. So it is now 3rd down, big 3rd down for this Eagles defense. One of the things I hated about the Shim, look at me. That's how excited I am. The Shim, Jim Schwartz defenses was with these long 3rd downs, the teams always, the opposing offenses had a good chance of converting them. 3rd and 11 should be hard, and the Jim Schwartz defense always made it look easy. Let's see what Jonathan Gannon does here as Mason Rudolph again in the shotgun. Running back to his right, 3 wide receivers. He's got some time, and he's looking. He throws. Wow. Just an overthrown ball. Actually, I don't know if that was overthrown or just the receiver heard footsteps as Anthony Harris was ready to take his head off. And a little slip there. That's what. Okay. Guys, I'm not a play-by-play guy. I apologize. But they're showing a lot of different angles here. And yeah, everybody was covered on that play. They're showing the good coverage by the Eagles secondary with Nelson and Slay. Anthony Harris, big play there. And he's been lighting guys up in practice accidentally from what I hear. So now the Steelers have to punt on 4th and 11 to Jalen Reagor. Back there to receive this kick. And, whoa, they're going to let it go. And, wow, what a play by the Steelers special teams as they down the ball on the Eagles' 2-yard line. So Jalen Hurts and this offense is going to have a good amount of field to use. Again, I would love to see them just get down. If the Eagles score a touchdown on this drive, Hurts is out of there. They'll take him out of the game, and you'll see some Joe Flacco and some Nick Mullins. We'll see, guys. Defense, again, a little shaky. They recovered with that holding penalty by the Steelers, put them in 1st and 20. Steelers never recovered from that. Saw some good coverage on that 3rd and 11 by the Eagles secondary. As I told you, we've suffered with bad secondary play, and that was actually some really good play by the 2 corners, Slay and Nelson, and that's what we need to see all year. So, again, guys, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed. Helps out the channel. Hit the like button. This was a last-minute decision by me to do this live stream. Just absolutely hyped about this. I've been thinking about this all day long. Got back from the gym. Before eating, I figured I'd set this all up and talk to you guys, whether you're Steelers fans, whether you're Eagles fans, whatever fans you are. It's time to celebrate because we finally got football back. I mean, there's last year, and I'm not just saying this because the Eagles were horrible. It just didn't feel like football. No fans in these stadiums. Bad sound effects from Fox and CBS and NBC. I mean, they were trying, but it wasn't the same. It just was not the same. It didn't feel the same. You tried to make it feel the same, and it didn't. Nick Sirianni being shown on the sideline, 7:48 left in the first quarter. I like Nick, man. I am rooting for Nick Sirianni here. They're showing that in 2009 to 12, he was the wide receiver coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, as well as the quarterbacks coach. And then in 13 to 17, quarterback coach and wide receiver coach for the San Diego Chargers. And, of course, we know about 18 to 2020, he was the offensive coordinator for the Indianapolis Colts and now the head coach of your Philadelphia Eagles. Now, the way that he said during the week that he was going to be calling plays was he would call the plays, they would go to Shane Steichen, and then Steichen would get in Jalen Hurts' helmet. Just because Sirianni wanted to be able to talk to other coaches, I guess, about what was going on or get different feedback. A little bit different from how it's normally done. Normally, the head coach or the play caller would talk directly to the quarterback. But here we go, guys. The Eagles, we got Jack Driscoll in on the line. It is 1st and 10 for Jalen Hurts. He's sitting in his own end zone. Shotgun with a running back to his left. That's all that I've seen so far. He hasn't been under center once. He goes back to pass. This is a deep ball. We got a wide open receiver, and he can't get there. Quez Watkins was wide open, and he's overthrown just a tad by Jalen Hurts. Oh, man. Oh, they wanted this one back. Quez Watkins has a couple of steps on the corner. I don't know if that was on Hurts or if that was on Watkins there. Man, and that's all you've heard about during this offseason. Quez being that deep threat, and I don't know if he just the ball looked good to me thrown by Hurts. Hurts now alone in the backfield, shotgun, 18 receivers out there. Goes back to pass, a strike thrown, and Zach Ertz catches this one. No, that's Dallas Goedert. No, that's Zach Ertz. You're 86. Zach Ertz still in the game. Damn, that ball. That was a pretty deep ball by Hurts. I can't get over that. That one was a strike thrown by him to Zach. Now he's under center, running back and the running back gets the football. This is Boston Scott, gets about 5 yards. So no Miles Sanders so far, and I doubt we're going to see Miles Sanders, which is a little bit worrisome because we didn't see anything from him last year. So I hope that injury bug has not bit Miles Sanders, or if it's just the Eagles. Again, I feel like they're being really cautious with their playmakers, guys like Devontae Smith, and now with Miles Sanders. I don't think Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman want to go into the season without those guys. Here we go. Hurts again under center. And also you need to see some stuff from Kerryon Johnson and Jordan Howard. Fakes the handoff. Blitz pickup by Boston Scott. Hurts having to make a play with his legs, and this is just going to be thrown away. As the offensive line could not hold up for Jalen Hurts. 3rd and 6 now. And he just, again, this is guys like Jalen Hurts, what they're going to have to do. And this is why to have a guy like him is kind of good because the line kind of collapses there. Again, a blitz by the Steelers, and he's just got to try to make something happen with his feet. He didn't see anything there, and he throws it away, and that is good to see. As we remember last year, Carson would just hold on to the ball and get sacked. As now 3rd and 6 for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles. He's 3 for 7 for 54 yards. And the shotgun calls for the football. He's running. He's going to run. Boston Scott misses a block. Ugh. Hurts using his feet. I think that might have been a called run and is now 4th down. Man, yeah, I want to see more from Hurts. I want to see more from Hurts. Not a good second series. Not a good second series. Not a bad second series, but just not a good one. Jason Kelsey is still in the game. That's probably the last time you're going to see him tonight. I feel, and again, they're not showing much. I feel like they could be running the ball a little bit more. I haven't seen anything from guys like Rager or Fulgham so far. The Quez Watkins, that man, if that ball was caught, this place would have erupted. And the punt, good punt by Spiros, almost to the 20-yard line. And it is 3-0 with 5 minutes and 42 seconds left in the first quarter. The Eagles up 3-0. And I'm checking Twitter here for some updates. Mike K says the Eagles have replaced Darius Slay and Steve Nelson with Zach McPherson, who was the Eagles' 4th-round pick, and Michael Jacquette, who was burnt toast for most of the year last year. Anthony Harris will sit down. Andrew Adams comes up. Fletch and Hargrave are done for the night, with T.Y. McGill and Hassan Ridgeway coming in. Barnett and Sweat stay in the game. Well, Sweat comes in. Barnett stays in. Man, again, it's hard not to get it's really hard not to put a lot into this because we're watching football, and it's football. We got to remember it is the preseason, and a lot of this stuff, a lot of these looks, this is very vanilla. I'm looking to see what people are saying about that Quez Watkins play. Man, I just maybe just a little overthrown by Jalen. But that would have been a touchdown if he would have caught it. A huge touchdown. And Mark Farzetta says Sirianni hasn't gone for it on either 4th down, so obviously he's a coward. Obviously he's being funny there. But so we'll see, guys. As now it's going to look like kind of the second team defense for the Eagles. coming in the game again when the offense comes back. It'll be interesting to see if Jalen Hurts is still under center, because there's going to be a lot of different pieces in there as far as the offensive line is probably going to sit down. Jordan Mailata, man, goodness, how much can you say about this guy? What a story! And now you see Hurts on the sideline talking to both Steichen and Sirianni. Again, very refreshing to see. This is something we haven't seen the past couple of years from your coaching quarterbacks. So the defense, the Eagles defense, they did their job, held the Steelers scoreless. As we get a look at Darius Slay, it looks weird with the corners. Oh, and there's my guy they're showing right now, Milton Williams. Milton Williams, heard a lot about him. Obviously, he was the victim of that War Room video where Howie got made look like an idiot when his scout Tom Donahoe wouldn't dap him after the pick. He was upset. But I've heard a lot of good things about Milt Williams, number 93 on the defensive line. He's in there now. Here we go. Steelers 1st and 10. And around the 20-yard line, Mason Rudolph still in there. Line collapses. He throws a strike for about 5 yards to Winchester. Is that Dean Winchester? His wide receiver, Alex Singleton, in on the stop. Again, a whole new secondary in there right now. Josh Sweat on the end. Let's see what he can do. Michael Jacquet, has he improved at all from last year? It is 2nd and 5 for the Steelers. Mason Rudolph now under center. Wide receiver running back in the backfield. It's Harris. Harris has some daylight. Harris with a first down. Taken down by Marcus Epps. Harris looks good for the Steelers. There's another flag on the play. Yeah, Harris, number 22 for the Steelers. Looks good. Holding on the offense. They got to go back again. If you're a Steelers fan, you got to absolutely hate this. This is what I didn't want to see as an Eagles fan. I'm kind of happy that my offense is not making mistakes like that. Milton Williams almost got to him there, kind of held up. And again, it's hard to really, what is this? Because this team's going to look completely different with Ben Roethlisberger underneath center. 2nd and 15 for the Steelers. Number 27, Zach McPherson. Weird to see another 27 on the field. It's not Malcolm Jenkins for the Eagles. Heard a lot of good things about McPherson as well. He's a slot guy from what I understand, but he's playing on the outside right now as Mason Rudolph's in the shotgun, gets the ball, goes back to pass. It is a deep ball, wide open catch, and guess who gets burnt on that play? Michael Jacquet, number 38. I don't know how this. I guess maybe because of depth he'll make the team, but Michael Jacquet, man, we all remember the Amari Cooper game last year. Amari Cooper made him look like my 11-year-old could play corner better. And again, Steeler fans, if you're watching this, I'm sorry I don't know some of your players, but especially your second and third string players. But Jacquet again, burnt again. This guy, man. At least it wasn't McPherson. 1st and 10 under center goes Rudolph. This is a little jet sweep play, and the Eagles are all over it. That'll be a loss on the play for the Steelers. A little jet sweep, reverse. Looks like that was Claypool, and I'm surprised Claypool is still even in the game. But the Eagles defense sniffed it out right away. And who made that stop? That was, I can't see because that was the aforementioned Michael Jacquet. So the guy can tackle at least. Don't throw the ball to him. Maybe he should put on 150 pounds and play defensive tackle. I don't know. 2nd and 12 now for the Steelers. Rudolph gets a pass. Throws another pass caught. This one by his tight end, number 85. The stop is made by TJ Edwards and Josiah Scott, who the Eagles got from the Jaguars. Little corner there. TJ Edwards, I expected more from him last year. We'll see what he can do this year. Big 3rd down, 3rd and 7. As we're seeing an Eagles defensive coach hold up a number 11 sign, big and yellow. Kind of reminds me of the Chip Kelly days when he would hold up all those signs. So let's see what we got here. Mason Rudolph controlling the Pittsburgh Steelers offense. Looks confident. He's back in the shotgun with a running back to his left. And here we go. A catch by 18. Missed tackle. And he is stopped. He is stopped. So a stop by the Eagles defense. And except for, and that was Alex Singleton on that stop. They're trying to see what Josh Sweat almost gets there. He's kind of being held. Josh Sweat. Wow. And Milt Williams as well on that. But, besides that, Michael Jacquet getting burnt there. I don't know if he absolutely got burnt, but he looked silly on that big pass play. The Steelers offense hasn't done much. The punt is taken, and it will be down. Let's see, with the Eagles' 7-yard line. Let's see who comes out for the Eagles at quarterback. What a play by the Eagles defense, Josh Sweat. You love to see the guy that they're hearing about in training camp make plays like that. Good stuff. It looks like Joe Flacco's coming in. Jalen Hurts on the night, 3 for 7, which is a 42.9%, 54 yards, 7.7 average, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 69.9 passer rating. There were 2 drops, and that deep connection with Quez Watkins definitely made those numbers better. And this is from Brandon Lee Gouton. I'm reading his tweet. Solid showing overall. I will agree. Solid. No big mistakes, especially no penalties. Zach Ertz dropped a big one. He was off about a foot with Quez Watkins on that play. There was another drop by Reagor. So, yeah, again, a solid showing. Miles Sanders wasn't in the game. Couple run plays. But now it's time for Joe Flacco, a former Super Bowl MVP. And I'm hoping we're going to get to see a bunch of these Eagles running backs. A guy like Kerryon Johnson, Kenny Gainwell. The Eagles running back room really intrigues me. Coming into this, I looked at Jordan Howard and I went, man, he's done. Like, he doesn't have a shot at making this team, especially when they traded for Kerryon Johnson. And then you're hearing in camp, he looks good. You're hearing Kerryon Johnson looks good. Kenny Gainwell, of course, a rookie. But you're hearing all these things, and Miles Sanders and Boston Scott, again, both looking solid. The only thing on Miles Sanders I heard was it looks like he's having trouble catching the football, which, Nick Sirianni offense, or at least the offense that was run in Indianapolis, they did a lot of that. They did a lot. The running backs, Naheem Hines was basically a receiver for them. So you definitely don't want to hear that. But it's intriguing to me who they will keep. Will they keep everybody? Because I'm going to tell you this right now. If they think they're going to hide one of those guys on the practice squad, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to see what Joe Flacco looks like here. As, again, not even, was it 2 series for the Eagles starters? That's pretty much expected in the preseason games. So remember when number 11 was here, he didn't really play a preseason. So, again, decent overall showing for, the Philadelphia Eagles offense. Jalen Hurts also had 4 rushing yards. Again, vanilla plays. Joe Flacco with his little helmet. I don't understand why his helmet has always looked so little on his head. Is in the shotgun. He's got a running back to his right. I want to say that's Kenny Gainwell. Is it? It is. Kenny Gainwell gets maybe 5 yards. Number 14. Weird to see a running back with a wide receiver number. Again, this year, all those rules with the numbers are out the window. So that's why you got your corners with quarterback numbers and your running back with a receiver number. Just definitely weird. The offensive line, Herbig, I think, is in at center now. Quez Watkins still out there. Travis Fulgham's still out there, and they need to be, in my opinion. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. Kenny Gainwell to his right. 2nd and 5. Eagles at their 10. Flacco back to pass, and it is caught by his tight end. That is good old Dick Rod. Dick Rod makes the catch. Of course, when I say Dick Rod, I mean Richard Rodgers. Joe Flacco, 2008, was a Ravens first-round draft pick, 18th overall from my home state, Delaware. And in 2013, he wins the Super Bowl and is named the MVP. So the Eagles have a second-string Super Bowl MVP, and his name is not Nick Foles. He's got 40,000 career passing yards, 19th all-time. Now, obviously, he hasn't been great in the past couple of years, but he knows what he's doing in there. Not a scrub. 1st and 10 for Joe Flacco. He's going to throw. It looks like a little screen pass to Quez, and Quez Watkins is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Quez Watkins, this is a touchdown. And this guy, Quez Watkins, I'm telling you right now, this dude is legit. He's legit. He's legit. If Hurts wasn't off by I don't want to say it, a hair on that deep pass earlier, that would have been a touchdown too. But man, and look at Hurts over there. Everybody just celebrating with Quez Watkins. This dude is quick, man. He's fast. Great blocking by the Eagles. No penalties on the play. And yes, it is preseason, but that's something to get excited about right there. Quez, and he made a touchdown against the Cardinals that was similar to that last year. Good stuff. I'm sorry if I'm marking out for this guy, but I said it last year. This dude, he's just good. He's just a good wide receiver. He stays healthy. And not only is he a speed guy, but he's got good hands. Almost, that was a dirty looking kick by Jake Elliott, not in a good way. Look out for Quez Watkins, guys, at the 20-yard, at the Eagles' own 20-yard line. It just takes off, and nobody can keep up with them. Great stuff. That's what you want to see. When you keep hearing guys' names in camp, you want to see them do the stuff in the game. You saw that from Josh Sweat earlier. You're seeing it, and Jordan Mailata. Quez Watkins now. Again, this should be touchdown number 2 for this kid. Sometimes guys come out of nowhere. Joe Flacco, again, not a scrub, man. He's not like you guys think, or some have said. Look, Zach Ertz in there celebrating. The whole team celebrating with Quez Watkins. Looks like they're having fun. Definitely different from last year, guys. As far as I can just tell the energy around this team. And who does Quez Watkins go and sit right next to? Jalen Hurts. 3 plays, 93 yards, 79-yard touchdown reception by the man, Quez Watkins. Quez. I called him Kez last year after raving about him in some of his college tape. Because a lot of these, what really made me excited about Quez Watkins last year was when you see these speed guys, a lot of them, that's all they can do. I think of a guy, because the Eagles have drafted some, like guys like Josh Huff that were fast in college. But Quez is a guy, you watch some of his highlights that like he was a red zone guy too. Like he went up, he made the 50-50 ball, he made the tough catches. And so he wasn't just fast, but he could do the other things that good wide receivers can do. And he's got this swagger about him. And you're seeing it now. Joe Flacco, look, give him a cigarette. Here you go. Eagles defense against the Steelers. Now 1st and 10 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Mason Rudolph still in the game, goes back to pass. Throws a short pass to, it looks like, his tight end. No, it's that was Juju Smith-Schuster who's still in the game, number 19. Gets hit by Joe Ostman. Good stuff. Quez Watkins. He's gone. I knew it. They're showing the highlights. I knew it as soon as he caught the ball. End of the first quarter, 10-0 for your Philadelphia Eagles. Not like that means anything. Scores in preseason, again, you just want to see progress. Good stuff, guys. Just good stuff. He is legit, guys. That's the kind of stuff you wanted to see from Jalen Reagor. Not to pick on him. That's what you wanted to see. All right, guys, if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. We are at 2,000 subscribers right now, trying to get to 3,000 again. Thanks to all the guys that are watching that are subscribers. Last year I was just happy to get to 1,000. It was something I think I could do. You guys helped me out with that, and the more the merrier here at ENN. It's not just football. or Eagles football. I like to mix in entertainment. I am a professional wrestler. If you're new and watching me, I do wrestle on the independent scene, have for quite a while. I've also done some stuff with your TNA, with WWE as well. It is my passion as well as Eagles football and a huge part of my life. And the pandemic took it away. When the pandemic took it away, I put more focus into this and realized that this is a passion of mine as well. Being able to run my mouth, being able to use this platform to talk about all sorts of different things. I've got a great project that I'm working on with Zach the Ripper Comics, another awesome YouTube channel by a pro wrestler. We're going to be rewatching all of the Sopranos episodes leading up to the new movie and giving you our hilarious takes on one of the best series of TV ever. I like to do reactions to music. I still have to do the third of the trilogy for let me get the Eagles game back on now. But Ronnie Radke's trilogy, we will be getting to Drugs. That's the name of the song, obviously. As you see Quez Watkins taking in some oxygen, but you're definitely excited the future of this channel. We're also going to go, as we talk about the Sopranos, we're going to hit Halston's, where that last scene was filmed. We're going to try to go to the Bada Bing, which is now the Satin Dolls, on location and do a bunch of stuff. And I really want to get to some Eagles games this year. 2nd and 6 for the Steelers in the second quarter. Mason Rudolph still in the game. Gives it to, I believe that's Harris again. I'm impressed with Harris. Looks like the football came out. No, that's not Harris. It's 26. I don't think this was a fumble. I didn't see it. It is 3rd down. He still got the ball anyway. So one of the things that Jonathan Gannon, the Eagles defense, has beat like a drum in practice is they've been getting the Eagles defense to strip away the ball at all cost. And I remember the Baltimore defense last year, something that they did a lot. You're seeing the Eagles do it now. 3rd and 2 for Mason Rudolph and this Pittsburgh Steelers defense or offense. Can the defense come up with a stop? Ball is hiked low, and what do we got? Do we have a penalty? We do. This is a flag. Is it on the defense? False start. Wow. That is the 3rd penalty on the Steelers offensive line. If you're the Steelers head coach right now, you've got to be going absolutely nuts. This is the type of shit you don't want to see. But if you're going to see it, I guess you see it in preseason. Speaking of the Steelers, they are the last team to have a losing season in the NFL. They haven't had a losing season since 2003. Just amazing when you think about that. So 3rd and 7 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. In the shotgun is Mason Rudolph. He goes back to pass. Line is collapsing, and he is sacked. Milton Williams and T.Y. McGill in on that. That line collapsed pretty quick. T.Y. McGill, who's been here for a while, always seems to make plays. He's a good depth guy in the preseason. But Milton Williams, guys, look, he's running over that offensive line. Oh, he is big. Oh, my goodness. It was more him, I think, than T.Y. Again, another guy you hear a lot of in practice, and it pays off. It pays off. Milton Williams all over the Steelers. 4th and 17. Punts away, and it's a fair catch. I don't get it. Why? Jalen Reagor, fair catch. Looked like he had some room. One of the things that annoyed the shit out of me last year about the Philadelphia Eagles was the fact that they did a lot of this all the time. But the Eagles are having fun on the sidelines, man. You're seeing Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. These guys are absolutely loving what they're seeing right now. And again, except for a couple plays, the Eagles defense has come back from what I thought was a shaky first couple series. my guy E-Rock at E-Rock says Sonic the Quez Hog. Is that the nickname there? I love how everybody is on Twitter jumping on the Quez bandwagon. As I have for a long time. The Quez hype is legit, says Ike Reese, who I got a chance to meet at open practice. Yeah, Quez Watkins, man. If he is in open space, and look, if you get Quez Watkins on one end, Devontae Smith on the other, put Reagor in the slot, goodness gracious. If Fulgham can be Give me 75% of the best of Travis Fulgham from last year. I mean, they got stuff to work with. So some injury news, not good. Zach McPherson. Zach McPherson is going to the locker room. Eagles' 4th round pick at corner. Again, heard a lot of good things about him. One of the things about these preseason games is the injuries. That's one of the things that you don't like about preseason games is the fact that guys, you don't want guys to get injured in a game that doesn't matter. So if you're just joining, yes, Quez Watkins is legit. Super chats are welcomed. Obviously, Quez Watkins with a 79-yard screen play for a touchdown, which is the highlight of this game so far. The Steelers start without Ben Roethlisberger. He's not going to play during the preseason. Why does he need to? They have not done anything on offense. And the Eagles defense, besides a couple of plays in the first series and our good friend Michael Jacquet coming back from Lowe's and looking like he should go back to playing or working at Lowe's, gives up a big pass play. So we're looking at Devontae Smith now on the screen. And his season with Alabama last year, 23 touchdowns, 117 receptions, and almost 1,900 yards. Joe Flacco's still in there for the Eagles now. And what will we see as he is again in the shotgun, running back to his right, goes in motion. This is a pass caught by Kenny Gainwell, number 14. Get some positive yards on the play. I'm liking what I'm seeing from Kenny Gainwell. He is a little guy. The feed I'm watching on Dave Spadaro, the biggest Eagles homer because he's paid by the Eagles on the screen now. Hopefully we get some injury updates on Zach McPherson. Hopefully it's not anything serious. I mean, the thing is walking to the locker room is a sign, a good sign because he's walking. Okay, running backs to his right and his left. Joe Flacco with a fake. Flacco looks good, man. Another strike and a catch by Richard Rogers. Joe Flacco. Here we go. Quarterback controversy. Start it up. Joe Flacco. I want to see Tyree Jackson, another guy we're hearing about in training camp, number 80, the former quarterback turned tight end. Let's see when he gets on the field. Joe Flacco with his little helmet back again in the shotgun. Gainwell to his left goes back to pass. There's a lot of pressure by the Steelers there, and it's an incomplete pass, his first one. And that to Kenny Gainwell. I'm seeing Matt Pryor. I'm seeing Toth in on the offensive line. So he is playing with basically your third string offensive line in there, I would say. Maybe second string. So that was Joe Flacco's longest pass in an NFL game since 2016, that 79-yard pass. And obviously it was like it was a screen pass. It was like a little 5-yard pass. And Quez did all the work. In the shotgun goes Flacco. He goes back to pass. This is a little bit deeper one. Wide open, wide receiver. And that is Jalen Reagor, wide open. Good to see Jalen Reagor catch a pass. Good to see Jalen Reagor still in the game. He has had a tough offseason, a tough season last year. And this is just good play by him. Good play by Jalen Reagor to get open and get the first down for the Eagles. Good pass by Joe Flacco. I'm telling you right now, if Joe Flacco continues to play like this, even in this preseason game against this second, third string Steelers defense, you're going to hear something about a controversy. I'm just telling you. Here we go. This is Kenny Gainwell. Turns nothing into something. There is a flag. I'm going to guess that's holding. Kenny Gainwell getting a lot of playing time here. No Kerryon Johnson so far. We did not see Miles Sanders. Boston Scott had one play, and this is coming back. Holding on Brett Toth, number 64. Not a big Brett Toth fan, to be honest. All right. Only 24 years old, 6'6". Big guy is Brett Toth. 3-year pro. So far, just kind of a career backup. Here we go. Flacco again in the shotgun. Kenny Gainwell to his left. 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And here we go with the pass. This is a running play to Gainwell. Gainwell to the 40. Gainwell on 1st and 20. Gets about maybe 6 yards of that back. I was very excited from Kenny Gainwell out of Memphis. Very excited when they drafted him. He took last year off, opted out. Obviously because of COVID-19. He is 5'9", 200 pounds. 5'9" is being generous. 2,000 total yards in 2019. 610 of those yards was as a receiver, so the kid can catch the football. And if you can do that in the Sirianni offense, based on the Indianapolis Colts. And there's a blitz there. Who's that? Reagor with another catch. And the Eagles are close to the first down. It was 2nd and 11. I'm going to guess there's about 6 yards on that. Second catch by Jalen Reagor. I'm rooting for Jalen Reagor too, man. I would love to see him have a 2017 Nelson Aguilar type year. As now Reagor comes off the field. He might be done for the day. We'll see. Helmet is keeping the helmet on, so he might be back. Joe Flacco with a 3rd and 5. We are in that shotgun that we've seen with that running back to his right. 3 wide receivers. Flacco goes to pass in traffic, and it could have been caught. That should have been caught by Tyree Jackson. Oh my goodness. That was not on Joe Flacco. Well, maybe it was a little behind Tyree Jackson. He was getting hurried there. Man, I bet Tyree wishes he had that one back. I believe that was in his hands. 4th and 5. We are not going for 4th downs in the preseason game, says Nick Sirianni. Jake Elliott with his new holder. Punter Spiros goes for the field goal. 9:41 left in the second quarter. Man, couple plays that these Eagles quarterbacks, both Hurts and Flacco, wish they could have had back. All right, Jake. The kick is up, and the kick is good. 2 for 2 is Jake Elliott with his now 13-0 Eagles. And is it just me? And please, somebody tell me in the comments. Does Joe Flacco look good? He sure does. At least from what I'm looking at. He looks pretty decent in there. Again, preseason. Maybe this year is a little bit different because we haven't seen preseason in a while. So it's easy to get excited. What do you guys think from what you're seeing so far? Solid showing from, obviously from this team so far. No, they don't look sloppy. No big penalties. There was a ticker. Does Joe Flacco look good? Because I feel like he does. I feel like he does. All right, checking out the Twitter feed here. And on that, it looks like on that Quez Watkins touchdown, Dick Rod had a great block on the edge to clear Quez. 47. No, that was the first one. And that pretty catch that Reagor made, he was in the slot for. So we were talking about him in the slot. Definitely think that's something they should do. And meanwhile, the Washington football team is playing the New England Patriots, and man, their defense is nasty. I'm watching Chase Young destroy Cam Newton, causing a fumble. Man, that kid is unreal. I can't believe the Giants passed up on him. Herbig looking good at center. Obviously, Landon Dickerson is somebody that we're going to eventually want to see. Eagles second-round pick. And so far, I mean, not – that was another 47-yard field goal. So 2 for Jake Elliott. It's not a bad night so far for this Eagles team. We'll see. I'm probably going to stick with you guys until halftime. And then I'm starving, and I'm not comfortable enough yet to eat in front of y'all. I will by the end of this season. I'll be able to do that. Just not yet. Just not now. So that was an 8-play, 34-yard scoring drive. 3 minutes, 34 seconds. Some missed opportunities by the Eagles here, but what what can you do? What are you going to do? And the Pittsburgh Steelers take this kick out. And the special teams is all over it. No turnovers yet. And on the stop, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, who at this point, he's going to have a damn good preseason to make this team. And that's crazy because Eagles wide receivers aren't great. Alex Singleton in the defense. I see Sean Bradley from Temple in there. I hope he has a good showing. And now Dwayne Haskins, former Washington football team quarterback in the game. He beat the Eagles last year, week 1 with the Washington football team. Can you imagine that? Can you believe that? 1st and 10. This is a run play. Wow, that guy's quick. And he gets stopped by who we got here? It's by Sean Bradley, the aforementioned Sean Bradley. Broadcast not the best. Sean Bradley, 6'1", 240 pounds, 24 years old. He is a second-year player. Was a tackling machine at Temple. Favorite player is Lawrence Taylor. His dad was a Giants fan. I'm sure he was too, but he won't tell us that. But yeah, I would love to see him get in some good snaps here. Alex Singleton also in the game. They got Bradley in that middle linebacker. I believe Haskins has some time, throws a little screen pass, picked up by the Eagles, and TJ Edwards takes Plaxico Burress out. No, not Plaxico, but it is number 17. Zach McPherson back out on the field. Good to see. Don't know exactly. Maybe he had to poop. I don't know. Maybe he had to poop. Maybe Zach McPherson went to the locker room to poop because he's back out on the field now. Good stuff. Now, these preseason games don't mean much to us. They mean everything to some of these players that are on this bubble. Jonathan Gannon looks dialed in. 3rd and 7 for the Steelers and Dwayne Haskins. And it looks like, it's collapsing. Haskins takes off. Throws over the top of 17. Good coverage there by the guy that had to poop, Zach McPherson. They're showing this replay. This play was blown up by number 75. And this number 75 is shoot. Someone help me out here. Can't remember. The Eagles draft pick, 6th-round draft pick this year. I'll tell you guys in a minute. And they have to punt already. 4th and 7 for the Steelers. Jonathan Gannon, this Eagles defense. Wow. And this one will be taken by, is this Rager? Whoa, it is. He gets rocked. He gets rocked. Absolutely rocked. Not a bad return. I'm glad that we didn't see this. I think Teron Jackson's the name I was looking for. That was number 75. And we broadcast is not going to commercial. So who are we getting? See, I think a Whiteside, Greg Ward Jr. And let's see if Flacco is still out there. Kerryon Johnson as well. Is that? Might be Jason Huntley. 1st and 10. Here we go. Joe Flacco passes to Arthega Whiteside, and it's incomplete. Imagine that. I should probably put the volume up on this thing in the future. I can fuck with it. Joe Flacco, little helmet and all. And that is Kerryon Johnson. Wide receiver Patton as well. So you got, you're bubble guys at this point. I'd like to see some running by Kerryon Johnson, see what he's got. Flacco in the shotgun. And this is looks like they're going to have a false start, but it is a completed pass to Tyree Jackson. A lot of passing by the Eagles. A lot. And this looks like it's going to be on Matt Pryor. Goodness gracious, this guy. Again, a lot of these offensive linemen for the Eagles started games last year. False start. Yep. Jeez. Second down. Jalen Hurts with the headset on the sideline. And they're showing that picture of Joe Flacco in his Eagles gear. He grew up an Eagles fan, so this has got to be pretty cool for him. 2nd and 15, however, is not cool for Joe Flacco. Joe Cool, what can you do here in the shotgun? 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Oh, and Kerryon Johnson slips, gets up, still gets positive yards somehow. How in the hell did he do that? Maybe he got 10 yards. And just to think, if he didn't slip, what that would have been. It is now 3rd down. Wow. What a shame. Well, it's preseason. Carry on. I don't know how this happened. He falls there. Was he touched by anybody? Nope. Gets up, takes off, gets about 10 yards. 3rd and 5. I was right on the money with that 10 yards. Joe Flacco in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, 1 running back. Goes back to pass. Looking. Looks like he's going to get sacked, and he does. Can't hold on to the ball that long, Joe. Come on. 4th down for the Eagles. And we are definitely looking like preseason now. Yeah. One thing as an Eagles fan you don't want to see is you don't want to see the quarterback holding onto the ball that long. I mean, you got to get rid of it. 4th and 7 for this team. They will punt the ball away. First punt of the night for the Eagles. Spiros taking over for Johnson from last year. And the Steelers will try to run this one back. Number 80 gets killed by TJ Edwards. Comes through like a bullet. Special teams has not disappointed so far. So, how you guys feeling out there? I got to be honest with you. I'm not feeling bad about it. You know, again, I would have liked to see a little bit more out of Jalen. Didn't happen. Wanted to see what Quez would do. Quez looks good. Mailata looked good. Sweat looked good. Reagor, has looked decent. So, looking at their Twitter feed here. Connor Miles of Sports Illustrated says the thought of the Eagles' speed on offense being properly utilized feels like a dream coming true. Nothing crazy here. So we're going to get to see Dwayne Haskins again. Yeah, I remember last year. I think I said, like in my preview to the Washington football team versus the Eagles, I am flexing a little bit here. Is this Steeler? Yeah. I do remember saying, like, there's no way that the Eagles are going to get beat by Dwayne Haskins. Like, because I remember Lane Johnson, like, didn't play. Like, they took him, it was like an hour before game time. He gets ruled out. And rookie Jack Driscoll's in there. And I'm like, it doesn't matter because, what's up, Steve Rivera? I'm like, it doesn't matter because the Eagles are not getting beat by Dwayne Haskins. Somehow, some way, did exactly that, beat the Eagles. Showing some Devontae Smith, Alabama highlights. I would like to see some actual Devontae Smith. Again, I get it. I think if week 1 was next week, Devontae Smith would be playing. But he's up in the press box wearing a Yankees hat. Probably be a little bit better if you wore Phillies hat, bud, but he's an absolute game changer. Once he gets on the field, absolute game changer. And now you got a guy, if Quez keeps doing what he's doing, man, and if you keep Ertz, offense could be good. Dwayne Haskins in the shotgun, 1st and 10. Sean Bradley still in at linebacker. I don't see Alex Singleton anymore. Looks like he got taken out. And pass is completed. The Eagles' defensive line is really forcing Dwayne Haskins to get rid of the ball quickly, which is a good thing, of course. Jaquette still in there. He should probably play the rest of the game if I was Jonathan Gannon. Jonathan Gannon, Eagles defensive coordinator, was a secondary coach last year with the Colts. Dwayne Haskins gives the football off. And number 26, maybe they'll get forward progress. Tarpe's Clips, what's up, man? TJ Edwards in on the tackle. Sean Bradley. I'm telling you, TJ Edwards came in last year as an undrafted free agent. I thought he looked decent, got hurt. Had to deal with playing with Nate Gary, which couldn't have been easy. 3rd and 1. Can the Eagles defense stop Dwayne Haskins in the Steelers offense on 3rd and 1? Let's see. Here we go. Dwayne Haskins fakes the run, and what a nice play. 26 catches it. Oh, no, it wasn't a fumble. And the Eagles fail to stop them on 3rd and 1. That was on Jaquette again. I hate that, man. I don't like him. I just don't like him. I don't. Andrew Adams in at safety, number 21. Don't even ask me about him because I don't know. 4 minutes left in the second. 1st and 10. Dwayne Haskins in the shotgun, screen pass, and almost a first down. That is broken up by Marcus Epps, who last year I did not like at all. He's a 3-year pro. I think they got him from the Vikings, I believe. But look, he's showing some good stuff in camp this year, and again, he's with a guy like Jonathan Gannon that knows how to coach these guys. Dwayne Haskins in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, running back to his right, hands off to the running back who has an open lane, probably 10 yards there. So the Eagles defense, Milt Williams still out there. These are things that you guys have to stop. And look, these guys are gassed. I get it. First game of the year. But they are gassed, hands on their hips, gassed up. And that's what happens when you have, hour practices. That's one of the, downfalls of that. You're keeping your guys healthy, but now they're gassed right now. Another run play for some big yards from number 38. TJ Edwards stops him. And it looks like the Steelers might be getting ready for their first score of the game as we are now at 2 minutes and 53 seconds left in the half. It's been awesome talking to you guys. Comment section's been quiet. I don't mind that. It means you're watching along with me. And not a bad little showing from the Eagles in this first half, if I'm being honest, for a team with a brand new coaching staff, brand new scheme, brand new offense, vanilla plays, not bad. Haskins throws again, another one of those. That's number 15, White. Makes it 1st and 10. That's on, I think, is that Josiah Scott? These Eagles corners look tiny that are out there right now. Gannon doesn't look happy. I like that. I don't want my defensive coordinator to ever look happy. So we'll see. Can the Eagles get a turnover? There's been no turnovers in this game. McGill Jr. is still out there. Haskins back to pass. Big time catch. And it's number 15. 1st and goal for the Steelers. Haskins has not looked bad on this drive. So the former 1st-round pick is Dwayne Haskins. Looks like they're about to score. It's got to be killing Gannon that the Eagles have not got any turnovers yet, because that's one of the things that they've been trying to do. And we're now at the 2-minute warning, guys. 2-minute warning for the Philadelphia Eagles. And in a ho-hum, we got that absolute exciting 79-yard screen pass to Quez Watkins earlier. Other than that, been a very sleepy first half for this Eagles team. And again, what do you expect? Preseason. I keep saying it. Take it with a grain of salt. The Eagles this week also are going to have some joint practices, or that's next week. Joint practices with the New England Patriots and then with the New York Jets. That should help them out as well. But not. I mean, look, I don't. Again, they don't. This team doesn't. One of the things that you can look at here, that you can take away from this, if you're going to take anything away from this, is on both sides of the football, you're not seeing a lot of sloppy play. The Steelers, on the other hand, you had the big penalties on offense, the holding and the false starts. Both defensives have been pretty clean. I don't know if that's the referees just letting them play, but you definitely like that. There's nothing worse than watching a game full of penalties. So again, if there's anything to take from this, the starters and the second stringers have not looked sloppy. It just hasn't happened. Again, checking Twitter, see if there's any injury news. How's everybody feel about Jalen Hurts? How's everybody feel about Joe Flacco? Hasn't looked bad. Yeah, nothing new here. Nothing new. Showing little highlights from the Eagles' first half. Big plays by Dallas Goedert, by Zach Ertz. Obviously, Quez Watkins, Jalen Reagor's caught some. Alex Singleton making some big plays. Anthony Harris, who I feel like the city is going to absolutely love. Milt Williams with the bull rush. Zero points allowed so far. I feel like that's about to change as it's 1st and goal for Dwayne Haskins. And the Steelers, can the Eagles keep them out of the end zone? 4 wide receivers, 1 in motion, 1 running back. In the shotgun is Haskins. Ball's hiked. Haskins back to throw. And the receiver, that's going to be a penalty on McPherson, but he knocks the ball away from the receiver. Great play by McPherson. As Haskins puts that on the money for his receiver, and it looks like McPherson had a hand on him, causing him to drop that. Yeah. Jeez, that's going to be a defensive pass interference. Look like a good play. Let's see what they're looking at here. Yeah, he grabbed him right at the top of the route. Still should have been caught by the Steelers. Man, grabbed his arm right. And one of the things I noticed about McPherson's highlights, a very handsy guy. He's a very handsy guy. Can't do that in the NFL. They will call it every time. I'd be surprised if this is a run play here, as Dwayne Haskins is under center. Could even be a sneak. 1st and goal for the Steelers. It is a run play to 26, and he gets in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. So the Eagles give up a touchdown. It's definitely something they did not want to do. And I'm going to be honest, they look gassed. They look gassed. Should have been tackled in the backfield by Singleton. Somehow he gets out of it, gets away, gets in the end zone for the touchdown. Extra point coming up. As it's now 13-7. And Nick Sirianni has 1 minute and 51 seconds to play with. Maybe you got a little 2-minute drill in here. Again, you don't want to show too much. But we'll see. Can't be that upset by what has happened with the Eagles. As my feed has just, there it is. My feed, it stopped for a minute there. I think the most interesting thing for me out of this, first off, I want to know why no Miles Sanders. And then second, Zach Ertz had a couple pass plays, and looked excited on the sideline. What happens with him? Are they really going to keep it? Obviously, if he's a security blanket for Jalen Hurts, I mean, you'd hate to take that away, but $8.5 million is a lot. And the Eagles will take the kickoff. Who is this? There is a flag on the play. Definitely not something you want to see because normally against the receiving team. And they cut to a highlight instead of telling us what's going on. Hate that. Gripper says he thinks Sirianni's playbook as a golf so far. You have to understand, he's not going to show anything. Like it's going to be as vanilla can be. He said that during yesterday's practice, that the one advantage they have is that nobody knows what they're going to do. So these preseason games, it is going to be, again, draw plays, crossing. It's going to be the most vanilla shit you've ever seen in your life. What you're seeing is like him grabbing some plays from Madden. And I mean, to put that, he didn't do that, but just to put it into retrospect. Joe Flacco in the shotgun, nothing but wide receivers, 25 of them out there. Changes some stuff around. Ball is hiked. He goes back to pass. And it's a little pass play to Tyree Jackson. And he's got to hurry up. Yeah, he's not showing nothing. He's not going to. There's no point of him showing anything or any team doing that during the preseason. Another pass complete by Joe Flacco to Patton. And I think this is a little 2-minute drill. Got to get up. Little short passes. And Flacco definitely knows what he's doing here. In the shotgun again, wide receiver to his right. Flacco back to pass. A little pass to the running back. Oh, he got through a tackle. Who is that? Gainwell. Kenny Gainwell. And that's one of the things that attracted the Eagles into drafting this kid. Does not quit. 45 seconds left. Time running. Eagles with 3 timeouts. Flacco back in the shotgun. Has a little bit of time. Deep ball. Looks like it's just throwing it away. Nothing there. I mean, he's playing with wide receivers that probably aren't going to make the team at this point. Patton and Joe Flacco, 9 for 13, 149 yards. And, of course, that Quez Watkins 79-yard touchdown. From looking at Twitter and seeing some of the guys that are at the game that are texting me, Quez looks ridiculously fast, like faster than TV is allowing. We're at the 50-yard line with Joe Flacco, 2nd and 10. 36 seconds left in the first half. Flacco back to pass. Deep ball is caught by Tyree Jackson. 29 seconds left. The Eagles do take a timeout. 1st and 10. Tyree Jackson, the guy I'm talking about, he's just, and I watched him at practice Sunday. He just looks like he's been doing this for a long time. And in reality, he was a quarterback in Buffalo. I don't know. He's athletic. He's exciting. I didn't see him drop a ball that was thrown to him. I just look at this kid and I'm like, how does he not make the team? Because again, it's another guy that's not going to last on your practice squad. But if you're the Eagles and Zach Ertz stays, now you got Dallas Goedert there, and you got Richard Rodgers, is a guy that you really don't want to let go when he's a veteran. He's good in special teams, as good as we saw blocking. So I don't know. The Eagles are going to have some tough choices to make. That's Joe Flacco with 29 seconds left. Looks around. We are in the shotgun again, as the Eagles have been basically all game. Deep pass, and the receiver just kind of stopped on the route, and that's Patton. He just kind of stopped on the route. I feel like he would have kept going. He would have had a chance of catching that ball, but he just kind of stopped on the route. And Flacco looks pissed. He looks pissed off. As you see in this replay, number 31 from the Steelers just kind of like puts his hands on him a little bit, and Patton just doesn't run through it. He just kind of stops. Shotgun, as we're going to see for the rest of this series. 25 seconds left. Whiteside in the game. Flacco, short pass that got blown up to Kenny Gainwell. We're now 3rd and 10. The past couple plays have looked like shit for Joe Flacco. And again, his offensive line and who he's playing with, that has a lot to do with it. And it's preseason. It's preseason, guys. They're not going to really show much. What you're looking for in these games, you don't want penalties. You don't look sloppy. You don't want guys to look like they don't know what they're doing. 0-4 on 3rd down conversions. Flacco, pocket collapsing, and now they will be 0 for 5. And it doesn't look like they're going to go for it on 4th down. That was to Tyree Jackson. Again, pocket collapsed. Flacco had no time to throw. Might as well go for it on 4th. But they're not going to. And Jake Elliott. This would help his confidence if he could go 3 for 3. Made 47 and 47. Jake Elliott coming off an up and down year last year. Let's see what you got, Jake. Kick is up. Kick is good. 3 for 3 is Jake Elliott, the MVP of today's preseason game. Jake the Snake. 16-7 Birds. And that's pretty much going to do it for this first half of Eagles football. Great to see all the fans back. I'm very happy that all you guys have watched with me this first half of football. Jalen Hurts, solid showing. Could have been better. Flacco looks decent. Elliott, 3 for 3. The defense, I thought, looked absolutely awesome. And Coach Nick Sirianni, who, as excited as he is in practice and in press conferences, is very subdued on the field, I've noticed. With that being said, guys, I am starving. And I got to go put in some hours on the clock later. I got to work. I'm working for that money. The working man. 13 seconds left. You know what else has looked good is, to be completely honest, is the special teams. No big plays from the Steelers. You gotta love that. As it looks like the Steelers might just sit on this. Jalen Hurts doesn't look happy, and I like that. I like that. All right, guys. With that being said, everybody out there, be safe. Football is back. It just feels good, right? It feels good. Football is back, finally. Now, can we keep it back? Can it stay back? Fans have to be in the stadium in mass. I don't care. I'll wear a mask. I'll wear a helmet. I don't give a shit what you want me to do. I will do it as long as I can get my Philadelphia Eagles NFL football, because last year absolutely sucked without it. Sucked. All right, guys.
The words of Philadelphia great Allen Iverson.
I don't know what happened there. Go Birds. I'll see you later.